Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Benjamin Kojo Itoka Jr. And today we're gonna be learning how to use the general shortcut keys of Poster on my wall. So as you can see on my screen right now, those keys, those shortcut keys are what we're going to be implementing today in our work. So the first thing that we want to do here is to learn how to add a text using the shortcut key. So to add a text using the shortcut key is you hold the shift key plus the T key on your keyboard, then you have the text. Okay, that is how you can add a text using your shortcut keys. That is the first shortcut keys you want to do. Shift plus the T key on the keyboard give you a plain text, not offensive text, a plain text. If you want to have offensive text, I don't know, but if you want to have offensive text, you have to come and click and then add offensive text. And you come here to the text feature and you click on text feature, you add offensive text. But to add plain text, you can see add plain text, shift plus T. Okay, now how can we delete this or add plain text right here? How can we delete it? There are two ways we can use our backspace key on our keyboard, or we can use our delete key on our keyboard. So you just click on this one and you press the delete key on your keyboard, and then there you have it. It has been deleted. So the next thing we want to learn is how we can add or how we can make duplicate of pictures. So we're going to add pictures from photos features or photos, add from my photos, and we were going to select a photos from this gallery, and we're going to select a photos from this gallery, and I'm going to select one of these photos. Okay, I'm going to take this photos, and then we're going to make it's going to take us some times. Okay, great. Now we are back. Now this photo is here. If we want to duplicate these photos, we have to use our shift key plus our no not shift key, I'm sorry. We have to use our control key plus the D key. Now you see it has been duplicated, right? We got duplicate. Now we can say try again, control plus D. Now notice that I'm using a Windows computer. If you're using a Mac computer, it could be different because the shortcut keys might be slightly different. Here I'm using a Windows computer. So this is how you can duplicate a image or of photos. This will also work for text. You can also duplicate a text. Let's try it and see how we can duplicate a text. We will use offensive text in this time around, not a plain text. So we use offensive text and not a plain text. And just for practice, guys, we just choose and then font and effect from here. Now the same thing, you want to duplicate this text, Control plus D, and there you have it. To duplicate, Control plus D, there you have it. So we have learned how to duplicate and we are learning how to add fancy text. Just again for recap, Shift plus T, and you can add plain text. Now what if this text is so huge and we want to reduce this text size? So all we have to do right now is use our minus key on our keyboard and we can reduce it. And if we want to increase it, we use our plus key on our keyboard and we can increase it. So right now I'm decreasing it and I can do that for all of them. All of them. I can do that for all of them. Okay. And the same thing. And then the same thing. Okay, so that's how you can decrease the font size of an atom. Now, the next thing that we want to do is how can we move this atoms to another layers on this workspace by using our control key on our keyboard. We have the control key on our keyboard. I'm not talking about the control key that says the C or the control key, the shortcut. No, I'm talking about the control arrow keys. Okay, you see the arrow keys on the keyboard that says that pointing upward, downward, left, and right. Now, if you want to move this object this way and this way, you can use a shortcut key. You want to move it upward, you want to move it downward to another layer, you can do that by using the control key or the arrow keys on the keyboard. But it's also the control key because it controls the item. Now, all you have to do, I don't know about your computer that you're using, but if you're using a Windows computer, then it's very simple. All you have to do is just highlight this. Okay, you just highlight this one, and after doing that, okay, you just highlight this one, and after doing that, you can use the arrow keys by moving left and going back, left, right, down, and up. Again, down, up, left, and right. Same thing for the text. Up, up, down, left, and right. Same way. Now we want to delete all of these items here. Okay, all we have to do is just click our backspace key on our keyboard, or we can click our delete key on our keyboard. And once we do that, we click our delete key on our keyboard, we are going to delete all of them, or our backspace key on our keyboard, and it's going to be deleted. Okay, delete. And then what we want to learn next is this way. Now, we want to learn how we can resize. Okay, how we can resize this workspace. Now, to resize this workspace, all you have to do is hold your shift key and arrow key. Okay, your shift key plus the arrow key, it will take you to the resize option, and you can resize this workspace of your choice. So I'm going to resize this workspace. Let's say it would take 2 by 8, and I'm going to resize right here. And now you can see the workspace has been resized. You want to resize it again, shift plus arrow to take you to the resize design sections, and there you can resize your work. So now backspace, our workspace is back to the normal size from the beginning. Now, what we're going to learn next is how we can add a stock photos. A stock photo. Now, if you come here, you see add stock photos, but we can use a shortcut key that is Shift plus P, and we can take any getting image. We can take Storyblocks or Pixabay. We can take any of it, but just come in here and we tap in anything that we want to tap. Let's say we tap in belt, and then we can get this belt icon or the belt photos coming up, and you can choose from here. You can choose any of them. Well, you can choose any photo from here. There's a stock photos. Okay, just still loading. You can just choose any of them, but it's the shortcut keys that we so concerned about. Okay, it's the shortcut keys. We can put in another word. You can say Apple, and you can enter. Now you're gonna see different types of Apple. Now you can just click on it and add photos. You want to go back to add stock photos, the same thing, Shift plus P, and you go into this stock photos gallery, and there you can select any photos of your choice and add it to your workspace. That's how you can add stock photos. Okay, so now I think we have learned about how to duplicate, right? If you want to duplicate this image, Control plus D, you can duplicate this image, Control plus D. Now, the next thing we're going to learn is how we can max this image, or how we can crop this image by using a shortcut keys. Now, if you highlight this image, you hold the Shift plus the C, and it will take you to the crop photos sections. Again, if you want to crop this image, you have to highlight it in this way and hold the Shift plus the C key on the keyboard, and it'll take you to this crop photo sections, and you select free, and then you can crop your photos. Okay, you can crop your photos, and then you click on crop. Now this photo has been cropped. The same thing works for this. How can we max this key, this photos rather? Now you come here, you will see max. Okay, you come here, you will see max, and you see crop. So you want to max this one, the same thing, shift plus M, and then it will take you to max image. We if you haven't watched my previous videos on how to max, how to use the max effect, okay, please watch my previous videos, and there I explain it and how to use the max feature. For today I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm just showing you the shortcut keys, how you can get to this place by using the shift and M key to come here to max this picture. Okay, so again, one more time, shift plus M will take you to the sections, and there you can max your photos. Now, what the next thing that we want to do here, we have already learned how to move these items upward and downward. Okay, we've already learned that upward and downward, left and right. All right. So what next do we want to do? Now we can also do something very amazing. We can also add the stock audio clip. How do we do that? We hold our shift key plus A, and then it will take auto the stock audio clip, and we can add audio to our work. Maybe if you're making a video, you have an audio that you want to add there, you can just hold your shift key plus A, and it will take you to the stock audio. There you have it. You can take any one of the chores, dance if you have in a party, or you have just a dance, dancing competition or dance competition. You just click on dance, and you have the audio coming up. Okay, there you have it. Bright nightclub, party drop, classic house, 90s. Now we just take anyone. Again, you just take any one of this music right now. It is still loading because of the network. So now it is playing. You see, it's very simple. You come and pause it, and you can change the seconds. I've already talked about that in my previous video. If you haven't watched my previous video on how to increase the seconds of your audio, the music, you can watch my previous video. But this is just to learn about the shortcut keys, the general shortcut keys. That's what I'm making this video for today, and that's what we're going to learn about. So you can delete this one by just coming back right there and clicking on this icons as you see right on the screen, and you can come to the delete right here and click delete, and there you have it. It has been deleted. So the next thing we want to do, we have already learned about audio. Now we can learn also how to add audio, which we just did, shift plus A, and we also learned about the stock photos. Now let's see another thing. We can also use add a video. Now how do we do that? Shift plus V will take us to the stock videos, and we can choose any videos of our choice. Let's say we say on a pool. Let's say the pool. Maybe you are having a pool party, and you can invite your friends over to your house, and you can make these videos, and you can edit this video. For example, we just want to take any of them. Again, we're just learning the basic shortcut keys. All right. Now this is it. Imagine you have this video right now, and you want to add an audio to this video. How do you go about doing that? Which I just mentioned. All you have to do shift plus A, and there you have it. You just click and you add audio to this, and you have it playing. Once the audio is there, now you have the audio, okay, and they're playing together, okay. You can play again. Okay, so now how do we delete again? Our backspace key or our delete key on the keyboard, and we can delete it. That's the shortcut key, or backspace key or the delete key on the keyboard, and it helps us to delete the work. Now we already know how to max, we already know how to crop. Okay, now if we want to save this work, for example, we want to save this work, we use the shortcut keys Control plus S, and it will take us to where we can save it in our stop. For me, in your stop, if you have a stop, you just Control and S, Control plus S, and then you will save it within Control plus S again, Controls plus S to take you to my stuff. Then you click on my stuff. Your design has been saved. Okay. So this is my stuff. This is where all your documents, all your works, sorry, has been saved. So going back to our workspace. Okay. So again, backspace key to delete, or delete key, we can use any of them. We now learn how to add stock photos, videos, audios by using the shortcut keys. We can crop also by using the shortcut keys Shift plus M, and also we can max by using the shortcut keys Shift plus M. Okay, so now we know how to resize, we know how to we know how to save. Now imagine if you want to highlight this entire work at once, or maybe you did something in, for example, you want this work to go backward, okay, or probably we talking about that in one of my videos, but today we're not going to talk about that. We're just doing the shortcut keys. Now, what if you made a mistake and just say, for example, like this, but you don't want it to be like this, you want it to go back, you want to undo. Now, this is it, you can undo it by using the Control plus Z, and you take it back to undo. Now, you want to do redo. Now, let's say, for example, we do redo like this, and you hold your Control plus Shift key plus Z, and then you can do a redo. Okay. So for example, if you look out here, you see the Shift key plus the Control and Z, and you hold your Shift key plus the Control plus Z, and you do a redo of the work. For example, this one, and Shift. For example, let's go back and we do a redo. Shift plus Control plus Z, and do a redo. Okay. So again, one more time. Shift plus Control plus Z, and do a redo. Okay. That's how it works. Shift plus Control plus Z, redo. Okay, that's how it works. Go back one more step. You can redo Shift plus Control plus Z. Undo, Control Z to undo. All right. Now we've basically that is it for undo and redo. So if you want to download this work, maybe you have completed this work and you want to download it, what do? Now all you have to do is hold the Shift key plus D, and it will take you to the download options, and you can download according to your choice. Okay, one more time, Shift plus D, that will take you to this option, and then you can click on download. I mean, if you want to print quality image, you can pay $2 or $3 or $8 for post-start. But again, we're just learning about the shortcut keys, how you can download. So the way to download is you hold the Shift key plus the D key on your keyboard. Okay, now imagine you want to highlight this entire work at once. Okay, you want to hide the entire work at once and then adjust it. All you have to do is hold your Control plus Shift plus A key on the keyboard. Everything will be highlighted. You can move it left or right. You can use the arrow keys to move it left, right, or you can use your mouse on. You can use your mouse to do that. You can use your mouse to move it. Okay. You can also reduce the size, like we said, the minus key on our keyboard, or the plus key on our keyboard. Okay. So we know how to add a video, okay, Shift V. We know how to add audio, Shift A. And we know how to add text, Shift T. We know how to resize, Shift R. And we know how to save, Control S. And we know how to download, Shift D. And we know how to highlight, Control Shift A. We highlight everything, or just use Control and A. It's the same thing for Control Shift A. We also do the same work, Control Shift A. Also do the same work. Will highlight all of your items for you, and you can be able to move it anywhere you want to move it. Okay, so that's how the shortcut key works, guys. I mean, there are more shortcut keys, but these are just the general ones, okay, that you will come across every time you're working in Poster My Word. So if you have any questions, you have any comments, just comment below in the comment sections, and I'm going to help to answer your questions. If there is any shortcut keys that I have left out, maybe I will do another part of this video, and then I will talk about that shortcut keys that I didn't mention within this video. So that's it for today's, guys, and I hope that this video was very helpful to you, and I hope that you have a great day, and I see you within the next video. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to receive any of my update videos. Thank you, guys, and have a great day.